Hello everyone, welcome to Data Structures class. In this unit, we will have a short review of method in Java. A method, also known as function, module, or subroutine, is a collection of statements that are grouped together with a given name to perform an operation predefined. A method is typically designed to take input and return the corresponding result according to the predefined procedure in the code block. This enables the programmer to write a complex program as multiple modules, which can be easily updated for any modification on these predefined operations. To help you better understand the concept of method, we will use a bank scenario to explain the idea. Assume you went to a bank to withdraw $100 from your bank account. You initialize the request by passing your driver license and withdrawal slip with your account number and the withdrawal amount through the window to a bank teller. The bank teller receives all essential information and follows the predefined procedures to validate your identity, enter your account number to check your current balance, and take $100 from your account if you have enough money in the account. At the end, the teller returns a receipt and $100 to you. As you can imagine, that no matter who wants to withdraw a different amount from one's account, the bank teller does not require a special training because the same predefined procedure has been developed and defined by the bank. In this bank scenario, the bank can be considered as a programmer who hires a bank teller as a method and predefines the procedure as a code block for the bank teller to handle any withdrawal request submitted by a customer as a caller. The bank teller receives a withdrawal request through the window and follows the predefined procedure to handle the withdrawal request. The driver license, account number, and withdrawal amount can be considered as the input parameters, which are passed through the window. That is the input arguments in the parentheses. To the bank teller, at the end of the process, the bank teller will return a receipt and $100 as return value to the customer. No matter which customer submits a withdrawal request, the bank teller should be able to follow the predefined procedure to complete the withdrawal request. The syntax of a Java method is shown on the screen. To define a public and static Java method, it starts with keywords public static, followed by first, return data type, second, name of the method, and third, parameter list in a pair of parentheses. And the curly brace is the code block to define the procedure. In case of a return value is needed, a return statement is required. For example, main method in Java is the entry point of the program, which can be considered as the front desk ladies hired by a company. It is worth noticing that a Java method is invoked by a caller who sends a request for processing. As shown in the diagram, the main method is shown on the left. The dotted lines in the main method represent a caller sent a request to other methods. After the method follows the predefined procedure to handle the request, the results are returned to the caller. As you can see, when we run the main method, it starts from the beginning. When the procedure reaches the function call, the method call, it will call the other method. For example, now we are going to call method A. So the program transfers to method A and run the predefined procedure in method A. So once method A is complete, it will return to the caller. So the program transfers back to main method and continue to run from the dot line. Similarly, when the main method reaches the second call, it will transfer the procedure to method B, and method B will run the predefined procedure in the method B. When it's finished, it returns to the caller. That's the second dot line in the main. Then it continues to run to the end of the method. On the screen is an example code to demonstrate how a caller in the main method passes the input parameters to a method. As you can see in the main method, we have three function calls: multiply 2, 7, multiply 3, 8, multiply 4, 9. So these three statements will call the method multiply as shown on the top. So when you perform the first call, multiply 2, 7, number 2 will pass to the first argument, A, which is an integer. 7 will pass to the second argument, B. It's also an integer. So the value binds to A and B respectively. Therefore, in the multiply method, we calculate C equal A times B. That's how you obtain the value C and print the result in the multiply method. This multiply method do not have a return, and thus you can see the return data type is void, and there is no return statement needed. When we continue to call multiply 3, 8, so the new value 3 and 8 binds to A and B respectively, and thus this time C will equal to 3 times A is 24. Similarly, multiply 4, 9, the values 4 and 9 bind to variable A and B respectively, and thus this time C is equal to 4 times 9, which is 36. This is another example of Java method with return value. As you can see, it's similar to the previous example. Since this function has a return, need to return the product. So the return data type is the integer, int. At the end of the method, we will return the variable named C, which is the product. So once the function call in the main method, we will receive the value of C, return the value of C to 3 different variables, G, E, and F respectively. And we print out the result at the end. Any questions?